या अली मदद कामरे साहब, तमाम साथियों को या अली मदद। शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। या मौलाए मेहरबान, आज फिर एक बार तूने हमें इस इल्मी प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर जमा किया है मौला। या मौलाए मेहरबान, तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत व यारी इनायत फरमा कि हम तेरे पाक फरामीन को पढ़कर, समझकर उसको बयान कर सके, उसको सुन सके, उसको दिल में बिठा सके और फिर उसके ऊपर अमल कर सके। या मौलाए मेहरबान, तेरी मदद के बगैर हम ये काम हरगिज़ नहीं कर सकते। शुक्रनिल्लाह वल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। Thank you Mola Bapa for another day to do ilmi khidmat. Rahim, if you all remember, हम अक्टूबर 21 1903 राजकोट का फरमान, जो 10 रूहानी फरमान की किताब में फरमान नंबर 65 है, उसको पढ़ रहे थे। आज हम वहीं से कंटिन्यू करते हैं जहाँ पर हमने इसको रोका था। And we were talking about the pride in bandagi, or you will become proud if you practice the bandagi in such a way. And I remember one of the other farman of Imam Aka Sultan Shah, may our soul be sacrificed to the Imam, had said, and I'm going to say this in Urdu first, अगर आप इल्म के बगैर इबादत करोगे तो गुरूर आ जाएगा. If you will perform the ibadat without the understanding, and the word Imam used was ilm, then you will become pride. What this Farman is telling us, that it is the knowledge, the ilm, not that ilm that we learn in our schools, in our physical and secular education, but ilm batin, ilm of our tariqah, ilm of our imam. If we don't have that, there are issues, problems that it may come to you by performing ibadat, and there are many examples out there. If anyone needs to know those, let me know and I'll be happy to explain. But if you have just a little bit understanding of our tariqah and the knowledge of the Imam, the true knowledge of the Imam, then we remember in our current Jamaat just a couple of years ago during the Diamond Jubilee, Imam had used this word again and again, and what was that? Be humble. Be humble in your ibadat. That is one of the principles. What does it mean, be humble in your ibadat? क्या मैं यूं करके मुंह नीचा करके बैठ जाऊं? No. you have to be one of those person who are practicing humility. Who's practicing humility. And what was the last example we had, remember, from our previous class? If you are doing ibadat and if you don't have a knowledge, the shaitan will use that weakness in us to tap into our weakness, and he will make us proud, because we are those people who like to say, oh, I go to Jamaat Khana every morning. Oh, I go to 4 o'clock every morning. I never miss my ibadat. There is no reason for us to be saying that. The ibadat is a batini action, a hidden action between you and your imam. आप मेरी बात को समझ रहे हैं? इबादत करके ये कहना कि मैं तो 4 बजे रोजाना जागता हूँ, उठता हूँ और 4 बजे मैं जाता हूँ और मैं तो कभी इबादत को मिस नहीं करता हूँ, ये बात करने की जरूरत ही क्या है हमको? जबकि इबादत एक बातिनी काम है जो आपके और आपके मुर्शीद के बीच में है. Think of these two words, ibadat and bandagi. Bandagi, gulami, ibadat, itaat. Bandagi, slavery, ibadat, following or obeying, itaat karna. एक गुलाम अपने मालिक की खिदमत करके जताता नहीं है. A slave who's supposed to serve the master will not kiss and tell afterward, because that is part of his service to his master. इबादत इमाम के तरफ का इश्क है, हमारा लव है toward the imam of the time, and then we do not say it proud, to be proud of it. Oh my God, I do ibadat every day, I will never miss the ibadat. Oh, I go to Jamaat Khana like 3:30 in the morning. That is not how we supposed to behave. और यही बात इमाम इस फरमान में कर रहे हैं. In this one single line, that's what Imam is saying. 2 साल या 20 साल की बंदगी करके अगर गुरूर पैदा हुआ तो फौरन इसे इंसान से मिटकर शैतान बन जाओगे. What was Iblis' issue? What was Iblis' problem? He thought because he has done so much ibadat that he deserved to be something he was not. And because he was closer to the Imam, he knows more than Imam himself. So when Imam, the Allah said to bow down to the Adam, he objected in pride, that I am better than Adam. So I love this part of Ginan कि उसने किताब तो बहुत पढ़ी थी लेकिन भीतर बीन नहीं पाया. He read the books but he did not understood the batin of it. He did the ibadat, but that same pride took him down and left him with nothing, because all of the ibadat did not come with him due to this pride. We need to be careful. I'm going to repeat this line again in English now. It says, if you do the ibadat of 2 year or 20 year, But if you become proud, then you will become like Iblis, like Shaitan. So let's go to the next line. जो कोई अपने पाक व साफ दिल से इबादत करे वो हजरत ईसा, हजरत मूसा पैगंबर जैसा बन सकता है। इतना ही नहीं मगर उससे भी आला दर्जे में जा सकता है। Whoever does the ibadat with a pure heart can become like Hazrat Isa, Jesus, Hazrat Musa, Moses. Not only that, Mullah says, they can go even above that. So couple of questions it should come to our mind. Remember, reading the Farman like a newspaper, that is not the way to read. खाली ये पढ़ लेना कि मौला फरमाते हैं कि अगर आप इबादत करोगे दिल से तो आप मूसा जैसे बन सकते हो, मूसा से भी ऊपर जा सकते हो. Question should be two questions. One, what is above Isa and Musa? What is the rank? कौन सा rank है which is above Isa and Musa? और इमाम हमको क्या फरमा रहे हैं कि जब मौला कहते हैं कि आप ईसा और मूसा से भी ऊपर जा सकते हैं, what is saying to us? What is the indication? What are the symbols? What is the invitation? इमाम हमको एक दावत दे रहे हैं कि if you do the ibadat with a pure heart, you will be able to go to ranks above Isa and Musa. If we don't even know what rank Isa and Musa had, then how will we say that I want to go somewhere above Isa? So you can see, आप देख सकते हैं कि इल्म का कितना बड़ा हाथ है. What is the role of the true knowledge of the Imam in this reading of the Farman and doing the Ibadat and following the Farman? How can we follow the Farman if we don't even know things and never ask? The sad part is, not knowing is not a crime, but not asking is. Ask what is the rank above Isa and Musa. You remember, I think in this very Farman, Imam said you can become like Pir Sadruddin, you can become like Pir Shams, you can become like Isa, you can become like Malaik, the angels, और आप उससे भी ऊपर जा सकते हो. But no one asks question. What is above that? क्या है उससे ऊपर? यही तो क्वेश्चन है. Let's move forward. ईसा और मूसा नबी के दर्जे पर वो हो सकता है कि जिस शख्स की जिंदगी पूरी होने तक उसके तमाम ख्यालात पाक हो, जिसका दिल पाक हो, जिसकी रूह दिन रात खुदावंद ताला के साथ मिलाप करता हो, ऐसे लोग अपनी हिम्मत से आला दर्जे पर हो सकते हैं. Now Mullah is explaining who can be like Jesus and Moses. ईसा और मूसा जैसा कौन बन सकता है? पैगंबर जैसा कौन बन सकता है? ये मौला पूछ रहे हैं. Those whose heart is pure. So again, how do we make our heart pure? How do we make our heart pure? First question, right? What makes our heart impure? हमारे दिल को क्या चीज खराब करती है? अगर उस सवाल का जवाब मिल जाए हमें, then we will know how to make our heart pure. If we know what makes our heart impure, the one largest reason, there are other reasons, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा जो reason है, and all the other reasons come underneath this one single reason, and that is the greed of the world. दुनिया की लालच जो हमारे दिल में है ना, उसने हमको नीचा रखा हुआ है. The greed of the world. Even pride comes within the greed of the world. Hasad, vanity comes under the greed of the world. Lying, cheating, all of this comes under the greed of the world. When you have the greed of the dunya की जो लालच है, because of the greed, what happens? You want your name to be on top. You want to be rich. You wanted to have a bigger home than your brother and sister. You want to tell everybody, be proud, oh yeah, I go to Ibadat every day. Even no one has asked you. You wanted to tell people how much you have in your home. What kind of clothes you wear. Oh, my family. All of this comes under the greed. दुनिया का जो लालच है, उसने हमको डुबाया हुआ है. So only one thing we have to do that will resolve all of the issue. And that is what? Get rid of the greed of the world. And Imam had explained कि आपका दिल जो है वो पैसों में, बच्चों में, फैमिली में और उसकी फैमिली में रखा हुआ है आपने. Imam had explained this, that your heart is in the greed of the world, your family, your children, their family and their children, and you are not able to come out of it. No one asking us to leave our family. No one is asking us to leave the world. No one is asking to leave our home. Because Imam wants us to be prosper and have everything we need, not what we want. Need. जो हमारी need है वो सही है, but when the need turns into the want, my need to have a home, good. My want to have a bigger home, not good. My need to have a car, good. My need to have a bigger car, not good. Do you see that? Need is there. Want is the thing जो हमको दुनिया के अंदर फंसा देती है. Last example. I have a one business, one store. I think I should have a two store because I want to have more money. You see that? It's not a need, but a want. I want to have a bigger home. It's not a need anymore. और हम इसके अंदर फंसते चले जाते हैं. I have 100,000. I need 100,000. I want 200,000. ये want जो है ना, लालच, greed, that is keeping us down. And Imam says in this Farman, what have taken them to the next level? The pure heart. Pure heart? Heart without the greed. Because if you remove the greed, you will see all of the other spiritual diseases. यानी कि हसद, देखा देखी, हमारी चाहत दुनिया की, all this will leave you. So there is a major cause of the illness and there are minor cause of the illness. What is the major cause? The greed. Minor causes are many, many. How we can understand what Imam is telling us to do. Step by step, inshallah, we will purify ourselves. And in one of these sessions, I have said, and I like to repeat that again today. When one of the young girl back in Pakistan, when I was taking classes in person, and I had some audience, in that audience there was a young girl, not more than 13, 14, 15-year-old. She caught something that I said. It just hit her. And she said, are you saying that Ruhaniyat is very, very easy? Because we were talking about Ruhaniyat. I said, yes. Ruhaniyat is so easy. It's easier than you can ever imagine. Abhi, all the people on this line right now saying, I am 40, 50, 60-year-old. I have been doing my ibadahs for 20, 30, 40 years. And I have not found the Ruhaniyat easy. Right? That is a question going in everyone's mind. And that was the question this young girl was asking. So I said, bring me a glass of water and bring me an empty glass. And I showed both of them to this girl. I said, tell me what I have in this glass. She said, water. What do I have in this glass? She says, empty. So I took the water and put it in this other glass. Now I showed her again. I said, what is in this glass? She said, nothing. What is in this glass? She said, water. I said, look at this glass again. What is in this glass? She said, nothing. I said, look at it again. And I showed to her. She said, I don't see anything. There's nothing in it. I said, are you sure there's nothing in this glass? She said, I'm sure there's nothing in the glass. I said, think again. And then she realized that in this glass, air, hawa इस ग्लास के अंदर भर गई थी. When I took the water out of this glass, what was in this glass now? हवा थी इसके अंदर. And she said, oh, yeah, the air came into this glass, so this glass is full of air, which I cannot see. I said, tell me who put this air in this glass now? किसने इस ग्लास के अंदर हवा को भरा? And she was smart. Remember, she said, automatically air came into this glass. I said, that's it. That's the answer to your question. If you take the greed of the world, अपने दिल से दुनिया को निकाल दो, तो रूहानियत खुद ब खुद आ जाती है. Did you hear me? अपने दिल को दुनिया से खाली करो, तो रूहानियत खुद ब खुद आ जाती है. आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़ता है. इतनी आसान है रूहानियत. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमने उसको हार्ड बनाया हुआ है. We have made the रूहानियत hard for us. Because Imam want us to get there. Where? Above the Isa and Musa's level, above the Peers level, above the angels level. वो तो चाहता है कि हम फरिश्तों से भी ऊपर जाएं. वो क्यों हमको इतना हार्ड एक टास्क देगा which is not possible? Why would he assign us a task which is not even achievable or possible to be achieved in our lifetime? Because he knows that it is achievable, it is possible if you understand. तो फिर ये मुमकिन है. another question just to make sure we are understanding this Farman, because reading Farman is not the meaning of this class. इस क्लास में आने का मकसद ये नहीं था कि मैं आपको फरमान पढ़ के सुनाऊं, क्योंकि फरमान तो आप खुद भी पढ़ सकते हैं. एक और सवाल, and I will leave this question with each one of you to ponder on. How many times have you, I'm challenging everyone on this line, how many times have you said to yourself, I want to be like Pir Sadruddin, I want to be like Pir Shams, I want to be like Hazrat Isa and Musa, and I want to be like angels, I want to go above it. How many times have you asked or said that to yourself? That is the question. Ponder on it. क्योंकि अगर हम नहीं सोचते हैं तो फरमान पढ़ लेने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. Alright, let's go to the next paragraph. जिसका रूह दिन रात खुदावन ताला के साथ मिलाप करता हो, ऐसे लोग अपनी हिम्मत से आला दर्जे पर पहुंच सकते हैं. The person who want to be one, or person's soul which want to be one with the Imam of the time, then what does he do? तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत और यारी करता है. वो तौफीक मांगता है, ताईद मांगता है, हिम्मत करता है और खुदा की यारी, जो यहाँ पर मिलाप का वर्ड है. Have you ever thought, why would I have this zikr, tasbih, asking in front of every single class? And that is not for me but for us. हमारे तमाम के लिए दुआ है. Question is, do we understand? Do we try? Do we want to get there? That is the question, right? To ourselves, to each one of us. Because this is not the question that I can ask and you can answer. This is a question that you have to ask yourself and then reply to yourself. हम जानते हैं कि तुम सब ऐसे नहीं हो कि ईसा या मूसा जैसे हो सको, लेकिन अगर तुम दिन ब दिन थोड़े थोड़े ज्यादा अच्छे हो, एक एक कदम, एक एक इंच जरा भी आगे बढ़ोगे, फिर भी हम फायदा समझेंगे. Now look at how graceful, how Rahman and Rahim our Mullah is. May our soul be sacrificed to the Imam. He says, I understand that some of you will not be able to get there, or most of you will not be able to get there. This is not to discourage us. In no way, form or shape कि इमाम हमको डिस्करेज कर रहे हैं. नहीं, आगे की लाइन हमको बताती है कि क्या इमाम फरमाते हैं. इमाम फरमाते हैं, even if you don't get there, but if you try, move forward little by little every day. Try to move inch by inch. Go further and further every day. If you do that, then I will understand and I will see that there is a great deal and you will benefit a great deal. क्योंकि अगर हम कोशिश करेंगे तो हम आगे पहुंचेंगे ना. अगर हम कोशिश ही नहीं करेंगे तो किस तरह से आगे जाएंगे. तो पहले क्या हमें यकीन है, हमारा ईमान है कि हम वहां तक पहुंच सकते हैं? अगर ईमान है तो हम क्या करेंगे? कोशिश करेंगे, और कोशिश करेंगे तो क्या होगा? हम वहां तक पहुंच सकेंगे. इंच बाय इंच, दर्जा ब दर्जा, Step by step we will get there. ना हो पाए कि 2 कदम पीछे हट जाओ. कई लोग रास्ते में आगे चलते हैं फिर 2 कदम पीछे हट जाते हैं. अगर इस तरह हो तो सोचो कि जहां पहुंचना है वहां किस तरह पहुंचोगे. Imam says, I don't want you to take 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. If that happens, how will you get there? How will you get there? Keep moving forward on Sirat al-Mustaqim. Keep moving forward on this path. दर्जा बदर्जा ऊपर चढ़ते जाओ. Regardless of के कितना दर्जे तुम पहुंचे ऊपर, but move forward. Don't take 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. Have a good intention. तय कर लो कि आज से हमको आगे जाना है, सुस्ती नहीं करनी है. Don't be lazy. Move forward, move forward, move forward. We can do it. I know we can do it. Why do I think we can do it? Because we are no one but we are spiritual children of the Imam Zaman. हमारा बाप रूहानियत का बादशाह है और हम उसके spiritual children हैं. हम कोई एरे गेरे नहीं है, हम इमाम के spiritual children हैं. And our father is the king of the spiritual world. And he is calling us. We can do it. Yes, we can do it. 100% we can do it. अब हिम्मत रखें, यकीन रखें, ईमान रखें, we can do it. The next paragraph is about Congo and Bayat. This word Congo is meaning the taking of a last affirmation of the Bayat. For those who does not have heard of the word Congo. In time of Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, may our soul be sacrificed to the Imam, Imam would come to the Jamaat Khana in private gathering, an individual family और इंडिविजुअल पर्सन वो एक एक करके मौला के पास जाते थे और अपनी बैयत को रिन्यू कराते थे वन लास्ट टाइम. Remember how many times do we take bayat? Does anyone remember how many times we take bayat? We take first bayat when we are just a baby. Our parents take their bayat for us. Second time when we are grown up. And when we go to Jamaat Khana, by saying Hai Zinda, in that Hai Zinda के पीछे बैयत छुपी हुई है जो आप बड़े होकर अक्ल से सोच समझकर, if you have the knowledge, सोच समझकर जानकर बैयत करते हो दोबारा. Third time, whenever Imam comes physically and have a darbar, हमारे वडील, our leaders, on behalf of the Jamaat, take the oath of allegiance. दोबारा से वो बैयत को renew करते हैं. That's third time. There is a fourth time. Fourth time, if Imam gives permission and accept your Congo, the last affirmation to the Imam. Bayat that you take. What is the bayat? Ya Mola, you are my Imam and I will do what you are saying to do. I will follow you and no one else. I will not even follow my own wants. I will just follow what you want, Mola. That is the bayat. कि हम तुम्हारे फरमान को फॉलो करेंगे ना कि मेरी वांट को. ये है बैयत और ये लास्ट बैयत है. So let me read this part now. I hope everyone understand what Congo is. तुम कांगो बराते हो उसके मायने ये है कि तुम हमारी बैयत करते हो, हमारे हुक्म से कभी भी बाहर नहीं जाओगे. Taking a Congo meaning you are taking the oath of allegiance and you will never go out of my Farman. Do you see that? That is what I just explained. ऐसा कॉल करके फिर हमारे साथ नहीं चलते, हमारे फरमान पर नहीं चलते, तो कांगो नहीं भरना और कॉल नहीं देना ही बेहतर है. If you take this last oath of allegiance, now someone can say, well, I may never have an opportunity to go to Imam and take this Congo. हमने जो बैयत ली अभी इमाम जब तशरीफ लाए थे डायमंड जुबली में, और जब हमने बैयत ली, did we understand that we are taking bayat? How many remember we taking bayat during the darbar in golden jubilee, diamond jubilee? If you don't even remember of this bayat, and I remind you everyone, there are videos everywhere you can see. The President Hibu, he took the bayah by saying that I am renewing the bayah from the entire Jamaat in representation. क्या फरमाया कि मैं पूरी जमात की तरफ से मौला, the word he used, खुदावंद, आपकी बैया करना चाहता हूं. I want to take the oath of allegiance in representing the entire Jamaat of the world. Do we remember that? वो उन्होंने हमारे बिहेफ के अंदर बैया ली थी, वो ही हमारे लिए काफी है. अगर हमको याद है तो, अगर हमको याद ही नहीं है, we were not paying attention to it, तो फिर वो तो हमारे ऊपर है. मौला भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, प्रेसिडेंट साहब भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं, और नाचिद भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. अगर हमको याद है और अगर हमने पे अटेंशन दिया है तो हमने ये बैया ली है. अब मौला क्या फरमाते हैं? डोंट गो आउटसाइड माय फरमान. What does it mean, don't go outside Farman? Who is on this land today, or who is in Jamaat Khana, who is the one Ismaili who will tell me that I am not following Imam's Farman? कोई भी नहीं कहता, right? हम सब समझते हैं कि हम तो इमाम के फरमान को ही मानते हैं और हम तो इमाम के फरमान पर ही चलते हैं. Everyone says that. But do we? What is असूल दीन के फरमान के अंदर, इसी किताब के अंदर मौला फरमाते हैं कि झूठ ने आपको इस दुनिया में कैद किया हुआ है, आपके झूठ बोलने की आदत ने. कौन सा झूठ है पता है? कौन सा झूठ बोलते हैं जो हमको इस दुनिया के अंदर बांध कर कैद खाने में डाला हुआ है? यही तो सबसे बड़ा झूठ है जो हम अपने आप से बोलते हैं. हम किसी और से नहीं बोलते हैं ये झूठ, हम अपने आप से ये झूठ बोलते हैं कि मैं तो इमाम के तमाम फरमान पर चलता हूं, मैं तो इमाम का फरमान बरदार मोमिन हूं, मैं तो इमाम को बहुत चाहता हूं, मैं तो वो करता हूं जो इमाम मुझे कहते हैं. यही तो सबसे बड़ा झूठ है जो हम अपने आप से बोलते हैं. रिफ्लेक्शन इज मस्ट. जब हम बैठे तो सोचें कि क्या मैं वो करता हूं जो इमाम चाहते हैं, नॉट व्हाट आई वांट. एंड आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट शरीयत, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट शरीयत, क्योंकि मौला फरमाते हैं कि 3 टाइम दुआ पढ़ लेना तो बहुत आसान है, दसों डाल देना तो बहुत आसान है, मजालिस में नाम दिलाना बहुत आसान है. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. फॉलोइंग द फरमान इज नॉट इजी. इसीलिए हमको बहुत सोच समझ कर चलना है. Why is not easy to follow the फरमान? 50% of the time we don't even understand the फरमान. आधे वक्त हम तो फरमान को ही नहीं समझते हैं, तो फॉलो कैसा करेंगे भाई? And other half of the time, because it's not convenient for us. आधे टाइम हम फरमान को नहीं समझते और आधे टाइम फरमान मेरे लिए कन्वीनियंट नहीं है, इसलिए मैं नहीं मानता हूं उसको, क्योंकि मेरे लिए कन्वीनियंट नहीं है. Do we see this? We need to reflect on this thing. We must reflect on this thing. If अगर हम रूहानी तरक्की करना चाहते हैं तो, otherwise don't worry about it. If we wanted to move ahead, and I believe all of people on this line right now, why would they wake up this early in the morning if they did not want to move forward? I believe all of us want to move forward. Then we need to reflect. अगर हमको आगे निकलना है तो हमको सोचना पड़ेगा, पूछना पड़ेगा कि क्या मैं ये कर रहा हूं कि नहीं कर रहा हूं. मौला आगे फरमाते हैं, हमारी यहां तशरीफ आवरी के बावजूद तुम वैसे के वैसे रह जाओ, तब हम यहां तशरीफ लाए और ना लाए, यहां आए, इसका क्या फायदा? तुम बहुत मेहनत करके यहां आए हो और जो मेवे देते हैं वो खाए बिगर वैसे के वैसे घर वापस जाते हो. Imam says that I came over here to give you didar, and you have taken trouble to come over here. I have taken the trouble to come over here. But if you leave empty-handed, then what is the use? If you go home without taking the fruits that I want to give you, what is the use? What is the fruit Imam wanted to give us? He wants us to have the batin. He wants us to have the higher darjat, levels. He wants us to move forward in ruhaniyat. He is teaching us the asul ad-din. That are the treasure Imam wants to give us. That is the fruit he wants us to eat. If you go empty-handed, then what is the use? There is one more half a line I'm going in this Farman. I'm sure if we were present at this time when Farman was given, Imam would have stopped after saying that. You know what he said? Tum akal se socho. Think with your intellect. That is the only word in this one line. Think with the intellect. And I can just see it, I can just feel it. After Imam saying this, he must have stopped. Ke akal se socho. Because without thinking, without reflecting, without using our intellect, and how? Which intellect? अगर हमारे पास हकीकी इल्म है तो हमारे पास हकीकी अकल है. If you have the true knowledge, then you will be able to use your intellect the right way. तब आप सोच सकोगे कि मौला ने क्या फरमाया और हमको क्या करना है. I think this is a beautiful line. We will stop here. So we have about 15 minutes for questioning. Ya li madad. Ya li madad.
So, when we were discussing about this line, what is the meaning of me coming here for you and you are going empty-handed? जब इमाम हमें ये बताते हैं कि मैं इधर आया और तुम कुछ लेके नहीं जाते हो इधर से, तो उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? तुम इतने दूर से आए हो. So I was thinking about that in another level, about the Mullah's Jama. He has come here as an imam for us. He has taken birth as an imam for us. Instead of just that present situation, I was just thinking about the whole big situation. Not only for the present, for the didar, but like the whole, situation. So, is it right to think that way, that level?
Yes, absolutely. Because knowledge is on the steps, दर्जा ब दर्जा. तो पहले लेवल पर हमने देखा, તમે મને લાગે છે ગુજરાતી બોલો છો, તો પહેલા લેવલમાંથી આપણે શું જોયું કે મોલા આટલી તકલીફ લઈને આવે છે. હમણાં આપણે વિચાર કરીએ કે સુઝા મોહમ્મદ શાહ આપણી જાન નસીબ ફિદા થાય, એ કેટલી ઉંમર થઈ ગઈ બાવજૂદ બી એટલી તકલીફ લઈને વ્હીલચેરમાં છે, જમાતને દીદાર દેવા જતા, આટલી તકલીફ લઈને આવતા. હમણાં મોલા બાપા 80-85 વર્ષના છે, કેટલી તકલીફ લઈને મોલા બાપા આવે છે આટલું ટ્રાવેલ કરીને આપણને દીદાર દેવા માટે. અગર ખાલી કપડાના દીદાર કરવાતા, જિસ્મના દીદાર કરવાતા, તો આપણે એક મૂવી બી જોઈ શકતા હતા ટીવીના અંદર. મોલા બાપાને આટલી તકલીફ લઈને આવવાની જરૂર નહોતી. તો પહેલે આપણને એટલો અહેસાસ હોવો જોઈએ કે મોલા બાપાજી જિસ્માની તौर માટે આપણા સામે આવ્યા છે, એટલી મહેનત લઈને. આપણે પણ સવારના 4 વાગ્યાથી બેઠા છે ત્યાં પર, ને બપોરના 12 વાગે મોલા બાપા આવ્યા. તો આટલી તકલીફ લઈને આવ્યા ને આપણે ખાલી જોઈને હાલ્યા જઈએ. ને હું તમને મિસાલ આપું છું એની. Let me give you the example for those who doesn't understand Gujarati or Urdu. And this is a living experience. If you ask someone right after the didar, and maro anubho che, what did Mola Baba said today? What was the Farman today? When I asked someone right after the didar, not 5 hours after the didar, within the minutes after the didar, what did Mola Baba say? That person could not remember a single word, but he did remember. Mola Baba said, eat biryani and eat samosa. એને શું યાદ હતું કે મોલા બાબા આખરીમાં કીધું હતું કે બિરયાની ખાજો ને સમોસા ખાજો, બાકી કાંઈ યાદ નહોતું ફરમાનમાં. તો શું લઈ ગયા એ? આ વાત હું કરું છું અહીંયા, આ વાત આ ફરમાનમાં છે કે even in the zahiri level, when imam comes, are we looking at his cloth? He's wearing a blue suit or white suit or white jabba or blue jabba or golden jabba. That's where our Jamaat is today. The physical. મોલા કહે છે કે તમે અહીંયા આવ્યા છો તો હું તમને નૂર દેવા માટે આવ્યો છું, લઈને જાઓ. હું તમને મારા મુખ મુબારકથી ફરમાન કરવા આવ્યો છું, તમે લઈને જાઓ. That is the first step. અગર આ પહેલો જ દાદરો નથી ચડ્યા તો પછી તો તમે બીજા દાદરાની વાત કરો છો કે મોલા આ દુનિયાના અંદર જિસ્મ લઈને આવ્યા, તકલીફ લઈને આવ્યા. He had taken this birth and he lives in this world with the pain and suffering for our spiritual progress. હા, આ બીજી ઉપરની વાત છે. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
અમે તમારા રૂમના છુટકારા માટે આવ્યા છીએ.
જી, exactly.
So we have a question in the chat. So someone is asking, what ranks are angels compared to human being?
Okay. So the question is beautiful. What are the other ranks above human being? So first, let's talk about 4 ranks. Alam-e-Nasud, the world of humanity. Alam-e-Malkut, the world of angels. Alam-e-Jabrut, the world of archangels. Alam-e-Laud, the world of oneness. So, the angel's rank is one above the human. But what about the ranks within the human? Within the human there are ranks. There are those who don't believe in Allah, period. Those who believe in Allah. Those who believe in Allah and the Prophet. Then those who believe in Allah, the Prophet and the Imam. Those who believe in the Noor of the Imam. What is the difference between those who believe in Imam and believe in Noor of Imam? Because there are some who believe in Imam but does not believe that Imam has the Noor of Ilahi. So there are two categories there. Then those who are near to the Imam spiritually. આપણે મોટા મોટા વડીલોની વાત નથી કરતા જે ફિઝિકલી ઇમામના બાજુમાં છે. I'm talking about those who are spiritually close to the Imam. They have the higher rank. So now let me tell you the ranks of the deen, the hierarchy of the religion. We are all mu'mineen. Whoever is Ismaili is mu'mineen. We have not even taken the first rank. We have not taken the admission in the school of the religion yet. When do you take the admission in the religion? First level. Mustajib. Those who said, I want to learn about my religion. He is on the first rank. Second, Mazun, one with a izan. Third rank, Mazun Mutallak, one with a complete izan. Fourth, Dai, one with a knowledge, ilm. Fifth, Dai Mutallak, one with a complete ilm. Sixth, Hujjat, Pir. Seven, Hujjat Azam, the next Imam. Eight, number 8 is Imam Zaman, Hazir Imam, Salawatullah Alayhi. So there are 7 ranks before Imam. Imam is at number 8. So there are other ranks above this rank. Imam से भी ऊपर ranks है. मैंने एक सवाल पूछा था while I was reading the Farman. What is above Isa and Musa? What is above angels? क्या है ऊपर? फरिश्ते के ऊपर क्या है? There are ranks above number 8. There are total of 12 ranks a human can achieve. 12. I will stop at number 8. G.
Sir, someone has a question. I think you explained it in this last question about that. What is above the rank of Musa and Isa? So somebody is very curious to know.
Okay. So we just talked about the number 8 rank of the Imam Zaman. There are number 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 more ranks above the Imam. Unfortunately, we stop our thought. When we talk about the Imam, we stop our thought. Because those ranks above the Imam, above the Isa and Musa, are the Batini ranks. There are 4 Batini ranks. 7 were physical Jismani ranks. इमाम 8 नंबर जो है वो एक तरफ से बातिनी है और एक तरफ से जिस्मानी है. इमाम का जिस्म एक तरफ से जिस्मानी दर्जा है, इमाम का नूर एक तरफ से बातिनी दर्जा है. और उसके बाद 4 बातिनी दर्जात है जो इमाम ही ने अपने अंदर रखे हुए हैं. There are 4 ranks which Imam is keeping within himself. And here comes your answer to your question. What is above Isa and Musa? इमाम के अंदर 4 बातिनी रैंक है. नंबर 9 जो था वो है असास. असास the rank of Mullah Ali. इसलिए आज हम या करीम नहीं करते हैं, या अली करते हैं, क्योंकि इमाम ज़मान is keeping one rank within him. इमाम ने अपने अंदर एक बातिनी रैंक छुपाया हुआ है, और वो है अली ज़मान का दर्जा, अली मुर्तज़ा का दर्जा. उसको दर्जाए असास कहते हैं. असास फाउंडेशन को कहते हैं, यानी कि जो हमारे मजहब का पाया है, इमामत का पाया है, वो 9वां दर्जा है जो इमाम ने अपने अंदर रखा है. 10वां दर्जा जो है वो नातिक का है. नातिक उस पैगंबर को कहते हैं कि जो अपनी किताब, अपनी शरीयत लेकर आते हैं. The word natik comes from the one who stand up and talk, the one who brings his own sharia, the law, the one who brings his own book, the Quran, the book, the angel, the Torah. Those are 6 natikin. Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Huzur sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the 6th natik. Imam also encompass Wakulle Sha'in. He gives the rank of the natik within himself. वो भी अपने अंदर रखते हैं वो. तो इमाम के कितने दर्जे हो गए आज? हमने इमाम को पहचाना ही कहाँ है आज? इमाम इन इज गोल्डन जुबली सेज, काश के मेरी जमात मुझे पहचानती. Perhaps my jamaat will recognize me. Don't we know Imam? No, we don't. We know the physical body. We know Prince Karim Aga Khan number 4 who lives in Eglemont. But all the world, entire पूरी दुनिया जानती है उसको. हमको इमाम को जानना है तो उसको बातीन को जानना होगा. So let's come back again to the question. Imam carries it rank number 9 and number 10, and then there is number 11. Nafse kulli. The question, what is above Hazrat Isa and Musa? Nafse kulli, universal soul. दुनिया भर की रूहों को उसने अपने अंदर एक नफ्सन वाहिदा इमाम की रूह में समाया हुआ है. वकुल्ले शैइन असनाउ फी इमाम मुबीन. Nafs kulli is also encompassed in Imam. Number 12, Akle Kul, universal intellect. वो भी इमाम ने अपने अंदर रखा हुआ है. Universal intellect, Akle Kulli. ये है 12 दर्जात of the Imam. I'm going to add one more thing which you did not ask. You understand there are 4 ranks above it. All of the other rank from the Mustajib to Hujjat Qaim, Hujjat Zaman, the next Imam, जिसको हम हुज्जत आज़म या अगला इमाम कहते हैं, ये सारे रैंक जो हैं वो इमाम ने अपने अंदर रखे हुए हैं. और ऊपर के जो रैंक है 4, वो भी इमाम ने अपने बातिन के अंदर रखे हुए हैं. तमाम दर्जात इमाम ही की तरफ से है. Thank you for asking. Very good question.
So can we take one more question and then we can end our session?
Ji.
Okay, so someone is asking, are there any signs that help us affirm that we are progressing in spirituality, and what is the difference between Batini and Nurani?
Okay. The first question, yes, there is a science. Remember, if you know the levels, are you a mustajib? Have you accepted by saying, I want to learn the batin of my tariqah? If you have said that, then you are on level 1, mustajib. If you have the izn, to talk, give the ilm to other, you are on second level. If you are mazun and mutallaq, you can teach other to teach others to take this knowledge forward, then you are on the third rank, mazun and mutallaq. If you have the true knowledge of the ilm, like our dais of the past, as per Imam Farman of Atlanta, Diamond Jubilee, then you are on the fourth level, potential dai. If you are dai mutallaq, if you can convert others to Ismaili tariqa, you are on number 5. If you have the knowledge of the peer, what knowledge peer had? The peer had the batini ilme atai of the imam, then you are on number 6. If you have the even higher knowledge, meaning you are this close to imam, only one single curtain between you and the imam, you are at number 7. If you are Fanafi imam, you would know you are with the imam, and you would know there will be no doubt in it. Your second question was about, could you repeat the second question, Kapne sahab?
Yeah, what's the difference between Batini and Nurani?
Batini and Nurani. So there are 3 kind of didar that Imam gives you. Zahiri, Batini and Nurani didar. Normally people think the Batini and Nurani didar is one and the same. That is not true. Because if it was same, the Mullah wouldn't be saying that. We would not be asking for that. Zahiri didar we understand, the physical didar. Batini didar comes in your ibadat and in your dream. What did I say? In your ibadat and your dream can come the batini didar. There is a didar above that. There is a didar above it. It's called Nurani didar. And that happens with Jusai Ibdaya. In English, it's called astral body of the Imam-e-Zaman. Mullah ने अपने फरमान में फरमाया है नूरानी जिस्म, वर्ड नूरानी है. एक और दीदार है जो मौला अपने नूरानी जिस्म के साथ gives to his मोमिनीन, नूरानी जिस्म के साथ. अगर कुरान में आपको देखना है तो आप सूरह मरियम आयत नंबर 21 के अंदर जाएं और देखें कि मरियम को नूरानी दीदार हुआ था. अगर आपको कुरान में देखना है तो आदम के किस्से में जाएं जहां पर खुदा ने आदम के अंदर अपना रूह फूका था. अगर आपको कुरान में देखना है तो मूसा के किस्से में जाएं जहां पर मूसा कोए तूर पर गया था और खुदा ने अपनी नूरानी तजल्ली पहाड़ के ऊपर डाली थी. देखा आपने? यह है नूरानी दीदार के रेफरेंसेस. I'm so proud of whoever asked this question. I'm so proud of you. Because thinking like this is essential. अगर हम सोच ही नहीं सकते हैं तो हम किस तरह से पूछेंगे, और अगर हम पूछेंगे नहीं तो किस तरह से सीखेंगे, अगर हम सीखेंगे नहीं तो किस तरह से उस पर अमल करेंगे. Thank you. I think this is a beautiful question, and I think we should stop with this question. Thank you, everybody. Ya Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad, sir.
Ya Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad.